Hogwarts Legacy. Is it good? Yeah. You play as a student who's entering Hogwarts for the first time as a 5th year student. I haven't seen the film since I was a kid watching them at the cinema, so I was excited to visit Hogwarts again. You don't start off at Hogwarts, but you make your way there. The intro lasts about an hour before you arrive at Hogwarts. The game teaches and shows you so much during the intro. This has to be one of the best intros I've ever played in a video game. It was everything I remembered the films being. And then when you arrive at Hogwarts, the main theme plays from the films. It was absolutely perfect. So perfect that I stopped playing, deleted my character and started again just to experience it all over again. Like I said, I haven't seen the films in a very long time, so I'm not an expert in the lore, spells or sounds, but I loved the stuff that I remembered, such as a spell Lumos. You get it very early on and it sounds and looks exactly as it did in the films. The game is set in the 1800s, so you won't see any people that you recognise from the films, but you will see surnames of students and tutors who are ancestors of people you'd recognise from the Harry Potter films. Now this game is an open world game. You've got the grounds of Hogwarts, where you'll complete classes to learn spells, you'll help fellow students with side quests, you'll also explore Hogwarts to unravel hidden secrets. I don't know if this is a full-size Hogwarts, but it felt huge, and I never felt the need to use the fast travel system, as there was always something new to find in and around Hogwarts. Also, who would want to fast travel when you've got a broom that you can fly on? A great addition to the game is the waypoint system. You have a magical book that draws a line in the world of where you need to go. This is great for keeping your eyes in the world, rather than just staring at a mini-map. There's also the surrounding areas of Hogwarts, such as Hogsmeade, where you can buy potions, wands, brooms and outfits. Everything you wear has stats. When I first started, I disliked the fact that every item had stats because I was walking around looking like an absolute fool with zero dress sense. But this game allows you to wear that item but make it look like a different item. So basically you can wear whatever you want. Unfortunately, every time you change an item of clothing for different stats, it would always change the appearance and you would have to change it back. The main quest was good, but a little repetitive. At one point I took a week off playing the game, and when I came back I was convinced that I'd loaded an old save file, as the level looked so similar and even had the same boss fight. While I may have found the main quest a little repetitive and not very engaging, there was lots of side quests that I loved. All the characters you interact with are voice acted. The voice talent in this game is exceptional. Everyone did an excellent job. When you're talking to characters in the world you get dialogue options, but as far as I could tell, the choices I made zero difference. As you progress through the game you unlock spells. So many spells. More spells than there are buttons on the controller. You press R2 to cast the basic spell, and you hold R2 with a combination of a face button for special spells. You can have 4 spells at a time, but you can switch with ease by pressing a directional button, so you can have up to 16 spells without having to go into a menu. Unfortunately, I found the controls a little too hard to master, and I only started to really get comfortable with the controls once the credits started to roll. For the first 10 hours, I played on fidelity and ray tracing mode. I struggled to pull myself away from this mode despite it being only 30 frames per second. I just loved how good it looked, and it was easily one of the best looking games I've ever played. The rest of the playthrough I was on performance mode and it ran pretty smooth, which is great for combat later in the game as the game throws a lot of enemies at you. Unfortunately, I had quite a few bugs, from doors taking a long time to open because it was loading the outside world, to pop in, to characters popping out, to the colour temperature changing every time the camera changed in cutscenes, to not being able to see my character in dialogue. And while some of these bugs were annoying, none of them were game breaking. That was Hogwarts Legacy, and I'll give it an 8 out of 10.